Iran, and popularly known as Persia, has a lot to speak about. It's not just Ayatollah Ali Khamenei
Very true, sir.
or Tehran or
Very
the
true.
protests. So we are speaking of this rich cultural background. King Cyrus came, he attacked the Babylonians, the Assyrians. So one can go on and on and on. The Persians came and how they came up with a few symbols. The Iranians call them Nishani-e-Irani in Persian. And they have Sher-e Khurshid. It's a symbol which has come from Zoroastrianism. And the Persian dynasty has picked up that symbol and placed it on its flag.
Correct.
And then came the year 1979, when the Islamic Revolution takes place. And you'll be surprised to note that Iran owes its nuclear development system to a country which later attacked it.
Oh,
Yeah. So in that area, they had something known as the Atoms for Peace. And Atoms for Peace was being run by Israel and Iran.
that I know, sir.
You know that.
I know.
Secondly, irony is that the country which helped build infrastructure in Iran finally came and bombarded it in the year 2024,
Five.
25.
25.
25. And that country was
Israel.
Israel. The Irani secret service used to be hand in glove. They used to share secrets with Mossad. But came 79, Shah Reza Pahlavi fled that place. Ayatollah Khomeini took charge. He came from Paris. Now, France also plays a very important role in the history of Iran.
Iran.
So they first of all go and change the flag. And the flag was changed in three parts. 79, they adopted a symbol in the center. They removed the Sher-e Khurshid, the lion which is holding a sword,
Right.
because they wanted to eliminate all signs of Zoroastrianism from.
So all the symbolisms were removed.
Yeah.
Right?
So they remove these things and they place a symbol there. The green and red, and in between the white strip. The green and red has a script. I'm forgetting the name of the script, and it reads Allahu Akbar. So Allahu Akbar, rather being a religious slogan, became a slogan for destruction if we speak of Iran. And they adopt a symbol which is now in the official flag of Iran, so which came out in the year 1980. I would love to share with you how the symbols changed, how the flags changed, how the Iranians till date. I had the opportunity of hosting a group of Iranian diplomats, and they exchanged these symbols with me, these figurines with me. Now, as you know, Islam prohibits the display or exchange or anything concerning a figure.
Correct.
But the Iranians, they proudly exchange such things. That means to say that the Iranians are still deeply rooted in the Persian culture.
That's the point we want to talk, sir.
Yes,
The
sir.
civilization that they cannot forget even if they want to.
Exactly. So what happens is you can suppress a civilization for some time.
Correct.
But as the spring goes, you keep suppressing, compressing the spring. It stores energy. And at one point of time, the spring will reassert. When the spring reassert, it goes up to the normal and it goes beyond normal. So when the spring comes to the stage of normalcy, the country or the civilization or whatever the case may be is perfectly normal. But when it crosses the normal while reasserting, you see a lot of upheavals, bloodshed, violence. This is what we are seeing in Persia or Iran. You just name the Gulf in front of an Iranian. He will correct you and he'll say that is the Persian Gulf. So that is the feeling which is very deeply rooted in the Iranians, which probably Ayatollah Ali Khamenei failed to suppress.